Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. This is episode 4. So in the last episode, we had to save Lynn's life yet again. She got crushed by a giant chicken in the chicken kitchen. To be fair, to her credit, she was trying to save someone's life, so I guess that was warranted. And then we went back to the prison and we had to save Detective Jowd's life because he got killed on the electric chair, but we were able to save his life and to destroy the chair without anyone getting hurt. And then we helped him escape the prison. However, he got caught again by Inspector Cabanela. But he did tell us that our fate was linked to that mysterious music box that we found in Lynn's apartment a little bit earlier in the game. So today we're going to be jumping into chapters 10, 11, and 12 of the game. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far, and without any further ado, let's play some more Ghost Trick. Chapter 10, 11:41 p.m. We're still just like on that first night. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office, right? That's where we were going. We were going to find Lynn at this minister's office. She's trying to, I guess, plead for Jowd's life to be spared. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. It's actually been like over a week since the last time I played, so I might be a little hazy on some of the... Pause on that. This time Lynn isn't dead. Oh, nice change of pace. But the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. What is going on back there? She's either like barfing or she's... Oh, okay, she's trying to revive someone, I guess. We've got some documents. Flag we can flap. For all the good that does. And then someone died again. We can talk to her. Or we can go inside this body. Who is this? Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. There's this weird thing about like people being unconscious and then leaving cores behind or not leaving cores behind. Not sure what that's about. Hey, there you are. I love how Lynn is always accompanied by her banger theme. I have missed this game's music. I wonder if we're gonna hear new songs today. What kind of greeting is that? And shoving somebody's poor soul out of the way like that? I gotta say though, no matter where you go, somebody always seems to turn up dead. Sorry about that. Who is it this time? Is this the Justice Minister? Yeah, the man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Oh boy, I wonder what happened this time. Well, and? How did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute, did you say but? Yeah, I told Lynn about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanela arrested... Detective Jowd. I can't believe it! Inspector Cabanela would never betray Detective Jowd. Are you sure about that? Just so you know, Detective Jowd himself said it was the right thing to do. Anyway, I'd better take care of the Justice Minister here. Right, and I have lots of questions for him too. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. Someone mentioned that the 4 minutes before death thing might be because death and 4 are apparently like said the same way in Japanese. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe that's why. It's like a little play on words. Oh yeah, this guy. I think I'd given him a voice, but I don't remember. What interesting hair you have. Emma! Oh, he's the guy who was talking to the little girl, wasn't he? The little girl that was sick in the apartment with that lady. What? All right. I'll do as you say. Let's see, he's got a big mustache. I probably gave him a voice like, this is terrible. Okay, not much happening, just him on the phone. Why doesn't she answer? He's just freaking out. He's having like a panic attack. What a freak out. He's having a freak out like when you finally break a character in Ace Attorney and like they finally admit to being the culprit. Ah! Oh, there's the actual heart attack. And medicine. I was gonna say, how can we save his life? If he's just having a heart attack, that's it. I guess we can make it so he can reach his medicine. Water. Ooh, that's rough. Can you imagine panicking in this moment? You try to reach your medicine, you can't reach it. You try to reach some water, you spill it down. And he's dead. Nothing's going right for this guy. Such a foolish man. Oh, you woke up? He's a contradiction. Contradiction? The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of man is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both. Oh, I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say, a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word. I don't think this guy gets it yet. That the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name? Just call me a seeker of truth. Sidestepped that one, didn't he? Yeah, he's the father of that little sick girl. Alright. No need to think too hard about this one. All I have to do is get his medicine to him. Pretty simple. But there's one more thing that concerns me. What was that telephone call the Justice Minister got all about? It was right after that his health took an instant downturn. I've never seen such a foolish, pathetic, and strange man. I think you'd better stop there. Okay, well, we just need to hear this conversation on the phone. Emma! Oh, excuse me. Ooh. That really sounds like a Luigi Mansions theme. It's gonna be a little hard to dance to because it's very kind of irregular. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who's this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Oh, shit. Where's this? Melly's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. What? My daughter. Is she alright? Tell me she's alright. Hear for yourself. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed! Is she really? We don't see her, so... What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demand known the other day. Oh, so it was you. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? Oh. I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You'd do well to remember that. Dog! And of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. All right, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. I guess we could go there to see what's happening. Learn a little bit more about, like, do they actually have the daughter? We won't be able to help him from there, but I want to learn more. Like, where are they? Moonlit courtyard. Apparently the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. Is she still with the little guy? Papa, help! Oh, it's a soundboard. I'm gonna be killed! I hate you, Mama! Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. What is this place? We can't reach anything else. I guess we just need to go back through the phone, or like, should we wait and see if something else happens here? Uh-oh. This woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot, and I can't use the telephone line. Oh, I can't? Looks like I fell into a trap. All women are like traps. Some are sweet traps, others are bitter. Don't you understand that? Okay, anyway, I think I'd better rethink things here. I guess I'm gonna reset then. Okay, well, this confirms one thing. She doesn't actually have the daughter, so it could be useful to know. How can I make it so he has his medicine? But who was controlling the soundboard if it's not her? Is someone else in that room with her? Let's stay here. A lot of people would have died tonight if it wasn't for us, huh? Here comes the panic attack. This is terrible. A kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means. This memory loss thing is really strange. Like, you forgot a bunch of words, like just kind of regular words, like kidnapping and things like that. But he still remembers all the other words, like he's still talking normally and like communicating with other people, but like just certain specific words he forgot for some reason. It's apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I'd better do something about that medicine. So he's calling on the phone again. I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person. This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. He's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. A wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is. A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that? I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along. Yeah, we know who the mother is. So we've got a medicine bottle. This medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap. What a shabby excuse for a man. Huh? He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing! A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you've already said quite enough. Alright, so we can't do anything with that. We can examine the water pitcher. If only he could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks this pitcher to the floor at the end of his 4 minutes. Such a stupid man. Once water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers? I don't know. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it? I suppose. I can flap the flag, which doesn't do much, and I can't reach the thing up there either. So like I'm waiting for something to happen here. He's gonna start freaking out. Why doesn't she answer? Hey, look at the flapping flag. He's freaking out. Oh. Maybe I can like just give him a little draft of wind with the flag. That'll make him feel better, right? Ah! Oh, here comes the heart attack. Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak. Such a disgraceful man. If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why does he nurse? He has a catchphrase. But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now. Wow, 3 seconds. Okay, so... I reach the medicine bottle. Ooh. He's gonna push it. Then from here, I can raise the arm. I can swing the sword. Close the curtain. To reach the other armor. Raise the arm. And then... spin the globe. Undo the... Oh, okay. I could undo the... I could have undone that, but it's a little... I think it might be too late now, but I think maybe if I undo both of these, something could happen. Not sure what. Okay, that thing fell down. Did that maybe get his attention? Nope. Okay, so... I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff I can interact with on the right. I have to get him his medicine. But as things are, there just isn't enough time. Such unparalleled cowardice this man has. Before I get the medicine to him, I think I have to buy some time first. Guess I'd better rewind the clock again. Buy some time. How can I do that? Because I can't interact with anything here, can I? If I could get over to this fan up there, but I can't reach it. Let's see what else we can interact with. So we can swing the sword. That does jack and shit. Turn the hanging basket. That also does nothing. Rock the hanging basket. Oh. Okay, something fell down. What about it? I just have to get this medicine to the minister. Yeah, just that. I just have to move a bottle all the way to the other room. But, there are only a few seconds left. It isn't enough time. Such a short-sighted man. Happiness escapes us just as we are about to pull it in. We have to grab it while we can. Not only happiness, but dreams, love, and hope too. Clearly, someone here is overly naive. Anyway, there isn't enough time to do anything in this state. I think I'd better rethink this from the beginning. If he could just get some of that water, he might feel a little better. Did he just say something constructive? I need to give him water, but how? I can't move the water. If only he could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks this pitcher to the floor at the end of his 4 minutes. I'm confused. Can I make the phone like... Can I ring the phone? Can I flap the wing to like get the water? No. What? How can I buy some time? Am I just like... Am I just crazy? I don't have access to anything. Oh wait, maybe... Okay, when he's first on the phone at the very beginning, maybe if I travel to the other side, I could make it so she answers. What do you mean I can't use the phone? I thought I could travel through the phone to see why she's not answering. All I can do is jump to the right or move in the flag. Can I do something with the flag? Because I can just slightly kind of flap it. Can I hit the picture? But it doesn't look like I'm touching the picture. I'm just gonna keep flapping it. He reaches for the medicine, knocks it away. Get some water, dude! He's reaching for the water. Oh, wait, did I stop it? Oh. Okay, I did stop it from falling. Okay. Okay, so we at least get some time here. There, that should help. At least now he's at some water. Can that really save your life? Is it that easy? He's still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I bought some time to get his medicine to him. Hey, fate changed. Okay, so he's still going to die, but now we get some time. But what can I do? Because I still can't touch anything. I can flap the thing. I can examine this. I've never seen anybody drink water the way this man just did. The water pitcher is completely empty. He's an empty vessel of a man. An empty, withered man. Where is his oasis? These guys are really starting to get on my nerves. The minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while the minister was drinking the water. Maybe I should start over from the beginning? While he was drinking the water? Because he raises the... Okay, then I missed it. I have to do it from the beginning. Then why do you give me a checkpoint after he drank the water? I think I'm supposed to go up in the lamp. So let's go in the flag, and then you have to wait for his freak out. Why doesn't she answer? This is very upsetting to watch because I'm always scared this is gonna happen to me someday, you know? You're like alone somewhere and you start like having a heart attack, and like if your family or partner isn't there to help you, like you're just kind of screwed. There you go, and then I go in with the pitcher. Grab it, grab it. Then he raises it. Oh, right, because he does raise it. Okay. Spin harder. So now we're in the ceiling fan. They changed. Spin. Oh. Okay. Can use this to get to the right. So the medicine is here. Time for the next step. About this medicine bottle. How can we move that? If the minister is going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head instead. Yeah? So I know we can make this thing fall. But why? Maybe I can create like a ramp of sorts? It's a pretty light frame for its size. There sure are a lot of things that can fall down in this room. He's a fallen man who deserves to have everything come tumbling down on his head. I don't know about fallen man, but you talk about him like he's your fall guy. I guess the key here is what order the objects are dropped in. Yeah. So what else can fall? I can spin the globe. Oh. Okay. Then if I swing that. Okay. Got an achievement. Turn. Oh, I could have had it fall on the other side instead. That looks really good. If only the medicine bottle was under that swing. I bet it would go flying, but to the wrong side of the room. I think I'm starting to form a plan here. Yeah, okay. Let me try this again. So maybe that other sphere can also fall. Can I like spin the sword to move the thing? Wait, hang on. If I do this and then spin this around, then rock this thing so it falls this way. Okay. That was really loud. That urn is a lot heavier than it looks. It's made out of some pretty thick iron. I wouldn't want to drop that on my foot, but I don't have feet, so I guess I don't have to worry. Okay. And then I can undo this. This game is a lot of just trial and error, you know? So now if I turn this and spin this, oh, okay. This thing needs to fall first. Okay, I get it. I think. But how can I get the bottle on the swing? That's the part I'm not sure about. Because, like, you want this to fall. And then you drop the weight. But how can the bottle be on the right? Can I swing it with, like, the sword? Because I tried that and it didn't work. This thing is pretty heavy. I've got a good swing to it. It's sharp enough to cut the medicine bottle in two, though. And it's not long enough, is it? Such a reckless man. Only cowards like to keep weapons around. What a truly dangerous thing to have around. In any case, I bet I could use the sword somehow. I get how to make the swing, but how can I get the bottle on the swing? Wait, if I make the ball fall on the other side, it's gonna fall on top of the sword, and then maybe I could swing it. But then how is this pot gonna fall on the swing? Let me try that again. This is complex. Some of these chapters are getting like really tricky. So first thing you want to do, I want that pot on the right to fall first. Right. So turn this, make it fall. Now it's at the center. I make this thing fall down. This urn is pretty light. Once an urn is dropped, there's no getting it back. I guess I better think carefully about what I drop and when. Yeah. Oh, I could roll the globe. Interesting. Oh, but it drops on the... Shit. Okay, I think that was wrong. Wait. I have to restart this. It'd be easier if I could control what direction the thing is rolling. Raise here. Spin this thing. Spin the globe so this urn falls at the center. Then we want the frame at the top to fall on it so it forms a swing of sorts. Right. If I rock this now, I think it falls on the sword. So I want to turn this, then rock it so the urn falls down. Wait, no! Shit. God, I got it wrong again. Wait, okay, so if I... And then I can't move this. Oh, okay, it's not about getting the medicine bottle. I get it. It's not about getting the medicine bottle on the swing to shoot it. It's about shooting the globe. Then the globe falls on the sword. Then I can use the sword to swing the bottle to him. Okay, I get it now. I get it this time. I was focused on like getting the medicine bottle on the swing and like tossing it, but that's not what I'm supposed to do. Alright, so first I want this and undo this. What determines how long the reach of a ghost is? Like, why is it, what is that, like a couple of feet? Why is that my reach? Alright, so first things first, we need this thing to fall at the center. So we spin this, make the globe fall. This thing falls in the middle. Then you make the swing, then you make the frame fall on it. Then you want the globe to fall down. Right? It would totally roll off to the side, but let's just forget that for a second. Then you go on the left. And then we want that weight. First, I need to spin this. Wait. Do I need to spin it or not? Rock? Yes. Right, now it's on the sword. Perfect. Now I can swing it, and that should toss the bottle to the left. Wow. Amazing. My medicine! Dog! I'm not sure you should be eating that many. There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe even took too much medicine. He's still gonna die. Such a greedy man. He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? Aw, cut the guy some slack. There, see? Avert fate without any deaths after the final fate change. Whew, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope he learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. We haven't explained anything to this guy. We didn't say we were a ghost or like that we were trying to save him. And so the Justice Minister is now back to life, but the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. Well, at least he's still alive. And apparently, our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows. Isn't she always? Look, detective, he was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence. All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you I don't want anybody coming near me. Why is that? Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. What? So please, just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. No. Didn't they already recapture him, though? But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Is that all there is to it? Lynn looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal. You want me to swing this to her back? Sissel, there you are. Sounds like the minister is being very stubborn. So, if we move an object, she assumes that's because Sissel is in it. But like, how come we can talk? How come we get to speak to each other? Could I not just like call out to her? Like, from what distance can we actually talk? I'm very confused about the specific science of this ghost communication thing we have going on. That's right, he is! Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? Yeah, I told Lynn what I learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. You know, she feels bad. But still, that's still no reason to hurry forward with the I mean, yes it is. Like, if my daughter was in danger of dying, I'd rather some old detective died rather than my daughter, but, you know. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? The poor man, I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way, do you think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? Why haven't we been doing this since the very beginning? Like, just carry me in a bottle or something. I mean, you don't have to bring the whole sword. I can just jump into your boots or something. He's gonna think she's about to kill him. What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it? Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? You talking to me? No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. Oh, we can talk to him because, yeah, we saved his life. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. So now I'm a dream, eh? He's gonna have another heart attack from being in contact with a ghost. Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Ah! Oh, here he comes. Your medicine, your medicine! She's just gonna die again. Because he ate all the medicine already. Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Amelie. But what if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Ah! Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? But at this point, doesn't Sissel know that like she doesn't really have the daughter? We have to do something about that kidnapping. Until we do that, it'll be impossible to get the minister on our side. That's the way I see it. I think I'll start by gathering info on the kidnapping in the only way I know how. Possessing phones? Don't you think there's something fishy about this kidnapping thing? Fishy? I mean, the demand is to carry out an execution that was already set to be carried out. It's just like the minister said, there's no need for such a kidnapping. You might be right. Are you talking to somebody again? No, there's no such thing, no such thing. I'm a realist, I'll never believe in them. Not in the existence of ghosts, not in this escape from prison, and not in this kidnapping. This realist is running away from several very real facts. At high speed, too. Anyway, let me try and find out more about this kidnapping. After all, I'll know where the kidnappers are. Oh, that's right, you have their telephone number. I think I'll go see what these kidnappers look like. Don't I already know this? You can talk to him too. We meet again, Mr. Minister. What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right, stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head. Alright, let's get in the phone and then we can get to that other place. This mysterious room. Be right back, Lynn. Ooh, new chapter. I really should pay the kidnappers' hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble, so I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. And that's chapter 10. There's a weird like dissonance at the end of this track. It's like Elegy of a Gentleman. Chapter 11. Midnight and 10. 12:10 a.m. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Jowd to be carried out tonight. This woman. Lynn says the execution is a mistake and I believe her, and so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. Are you alone here? What took you so long? There he is.
Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap.
Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself.
Ouch, that hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you.
Wow, what are the odds of that? Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Oh, do you actually have her?
Yes, yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear.
Yes, a wry smile. What you doing with that whip? What'd that whip do? I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty.
Alright, I'll dream of you until you return.
Why don't you open the trunk for our guest and shut your mouth?
I will, beauty. I was just taking a little breather.
I don't think she's into you, bro, but, you know, points for trying.
Alright, little lady, let me open that trunk for you.
Fucking Luigi Mansion song again. And he just falls asleep. She's going to suffocate in there. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. The fact everyone is blue. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Oh yeah, it's like a sequential domino machine thing. A chain of events thing. Right? We can open this door. Burn brighter. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. So if we burn brighter, it's gonna light up this rope, which will set fire to the whole place. Oh. Okay, that gives me access to the right. Maybe I can swing. Okay. Can lower the shade. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. I mean, you could wait a few more minutes and then once she's dead in the crate, we can jump to her soul and go back 4 minutes in the past, right? Okay, well then let's raise it back. Move the candle sconce? Is that what it's called? This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, is something like this really necessary? But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core? How would you do that? You can rock the suspended shelf. There's a mental... Oh, I read cock. Mental cock. That does nothing. This shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. Okay, I need to get some fire on the candle. The candle will break the cord, then the clock can fall on the crate. But how can I set fire? I can spin faster. Oh, now I can knock the ball. Yep. Okay. So from here, I can reach the ball, then reach the toy. There's a party popper, a cake box. Okay.
That's my imagination.
Now this thing is Oh, it almost reaches the fire. Just my imagination, that's all he has to say? If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. But look at that streamer go spinning around and round. How can I make use of that? Yeah, if it can reach the fire... What about this one here? Oh. This one reaches all the way to the candle. Just my imagination, sure. How can I set this thing on fire? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? So if I spin this, it's going to curl the thing back, right? Oh. Okay, it does. Oh, I get it. I need to get fire on this thing, and then it's gonna get the other candle. Then I can raise the thing. The fire will go along the... I get it. You guys get it, right? I'm sure you do. I just need to spin this faster. There we go. Check it out. It's gonna get the fire. Right? Oh, I thought it was gonna reach all the way to the... Oh, I didn't. I needed to spin faster while the flame is also burning brighter. Burn brighter, and then while it burns brighter, go into the thing and make it spin faster. There we go. Now it's gonna reach this. What are the odds of that? That this place would somehow be set up in such a way for this to happen. Now we get back down there. Such a complex process, all just so we can make this thing fall down. We spin this, then the fire goes up to the candle. I mean, truthfully, we'd probably just set fire to this whole place, but... There we go, now I can get to the crate. All that just to get to the crate. Open the trunk. Oh, she really is in there. Wow. She's just chilling. She's got her little drink. She's got a book. She's not stressed out. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Oh yeah, he got the wrong girl. That's not the guy's daughter at all. Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? I don't think so. I think they got the wrong girl. That's my imagination. What's with the fun book and juice?
Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well.
How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. What?
At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash.
Hey, mister.
Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask.
Have I been kidnapped?
Don't cry, little lady. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience.
Don't say those awful things about this house.
Hmm?
This house is where I used to live.
Really? What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here at this girl's old house?
Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location.
Oh, I see.
It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that, what about my bread and milk?
Oh, of course, your bread and milk. Now, you be a good girl when I'm gone.
Well, this is awkward. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Ugh, not quite yet.
This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here?
Can we, like, talk to her? What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. It could mean that, or it could mean there's some other reason for her to have a core that we just don't know about yet. But it's probably what you're saying. I'd better ask her what happened. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Damn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember, sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Sissy, eh? I don't know about that. Little nickname. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temzik Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temzik Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. You can't pretend things. She's gonna hear your thoughts. You know, you don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before? Oh, before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want a bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. I'd better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad. He's going to die, and it's all because of me. What? What do you mean, because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is... Oh, she's not the Justice Minister's daughter. She's Jowd's daughter. No way, don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. Oh. So it wasn't Lynn that was his daughter. It was Camilla. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. Did she get killed by the fucking wall gun? Why is it dark? Oh my god. It's the same contraption that was like in that other room at the junkyard. Is that really how she died? Who would set this shit up that's so like dangerous? Of course she just stood there. So that's how she died? It wasn't from Jowd like shooting her? That's so stupid. And you're the one who set this up? Wow, you legit killed your mom. Good job. Should never have a gun in the house when you have kids. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption, and I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake, a birthday message. Okay, but then why do you have a gun on the wall? A loaded gun. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. Oh, so he claimed he killed her? What, because you didn't want her to get the blame? But she's a child, like she would not have gone to prison for like an accident like that. So now instead you went to prison and your kid is all alone and you're gonna get executed and she's gonna be fatherless. And instead of just telling the authorities, no, she set this shit up and then the mother died, but it was an accident, and then they would be like, oh, well, that's a shame. They're not going to accuse the kid of doing that. It was an accident. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. I guess because he was trying to spare her like from the trauma of having killed her own mom, but like, she knows. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic and dumb. Like, why did you have a gun on the wall? I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter? I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. You're really bad at this, Sissel. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we'd better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, sissy. You sissy? Calling me a slur? What took you so long?
I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed.
We're leaving this place right now.
What? But he's not here yet. If we could meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet him? I keep thinking Cabanilla is in on it. You know?
Yes, and the one who chose this location.
I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal.
Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong.
I think she can feel like that I'm in here. All right, as you wish, beauty.
I feel it. I sense something here in this room. It's like, it smells like ghost in here. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Oh, jeez. She's not messing around. Remember that. I guess we'd better not follow them then. Alright, we're leaving. Just gonna pack her up in this little box.
Pardon me, little lady?
She must be very flexible. Oh wow, they had that crate back at the restaurant. I just remember that. That means they've been carrying her this whole time. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Well, someone out there knows. And that's the chapter. Another pretty short one. It was only like 20 minutes. Beauty and Dandy. Chapter 12. 12:25 a.m. Looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. I mean, they still have a child hostage, so... When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted, that the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla, why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister? I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. At least one of them does. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? That doesn't prove it. Okay, what if I go there and then report back to you? And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? I agree with him, actually. Very good point. Oh my god. Woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. I know that fucking voice. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanilla? I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. That's bending low. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Oh, you brought him here? Why not just bring him back to prison? Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry, I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student brings a tear to my eye. Look at all these people here. Lynn doesn't really know that Jowd is innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution and the kidnapping are real threats and time marches on. I'll gather information and see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow, I just know it. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. Oh. But Detective Jowd... I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... I guess that's all that's happening here. We can talk to him still. My poor Emily, is she alright? Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is a dream talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute, Emily? Could that be the Emily next door? So, you live next door to the Prime Minister's wife and you don't know? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me. My wife. It's complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. The minister's wife ran away on him? Don't laugh. This isn't funny. Maybe they grew apart? What with him being so busy? Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. This guy must think he's going crazy. I can still talk to her. According to what I heard, Emily was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. Those horrible kidnappers, they were lying in wait for me, for her. But Emily didn't go out after all, she couldn't. She had a fever. Huh. And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead. Apparently, Emily and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. I mean, they don't look anything alike. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Oh, right, you asked her to bring the music box. Camilla. And we can talk to Jowd. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I heard something happened, something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. Ha ha ha! I had no idea I was so hated, but the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself, I'm positive. No, it can't be! And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering, yeah. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true, what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still... the fact that this whole thing started from just like this dumb... I don't know what you call those. Fucking a Rube Goldberg machine or whatever. It was just like this stupid accident where she wanted to surprise her. And so she set up this thing in their house to have like party poppers, but instead it shot the gun. But then it's definitely not a coincidence that the exact same contraption was used at the junkyard to kill Lynn, right? It can be a coincidence that the same thing happened twice, so it has to be someone that's familiar with that happening and they wanted to get Lynn killed? Or could it really be that it was an accident both times? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. And then she died. In the most stupid way possible. And then all the ropes burn, so like you lose kind of the... you lose the evidence. Or at least the... I mean... I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. You're not a very good detective, are you? Like, you didn't see the smoking gun directly on the wall. Also, a gun, like, on a wall could never shoot a person if you're not, like, in a 2D space. Because it would just shoot parallel to the wall. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be, like, sliding the wall. She'd be, like, in the middle of the room. So how did the gun, like, turn to the side to point at her? I know you're not really supposed to think about these things because it's, like, a 2D game, but... I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found, even though there was like a smoking gun on the wall for some reason. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have guns in your house. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? Powers of the dead. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. Why though? But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the... Oh! Okay, so you're saying maybe it wasn't the contraption that killed her. Maybe it was a ghost? Maybe a ghost was in the house and killed her? Is that what you're saying? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were... I mean, it just looked like a sequence of events that she set in motion. If that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Like that woman. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know? The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end at all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd, there's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? What a thing to say. An impossible move. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I've had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Okay. I guess that makes more sense. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. The other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? So the thing spins around,
revealing the cake, but then this was, yeah. Someone set this thing up. It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Right, to get the poppers. And also someone loaded the gun, unless you had it on display already loaded, which would be extremely irresponsible. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I mean, it didn't have to be a ghost. I guess someone could have just been in the house first, done this, and then left. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and protect her from what? She's a child. Like when a child accidentally kills their parents with a gun, they don't send the kid to jail. I mean, not unless they're like a bit older, you know, not unless they're a teenager, then you go to like juvie. But if she's just like a young child, nothing happens. It just sucks for everyone. What kind of adjustment? Wow, evidence tampering, dude? You're a really bad detective. The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. Oh, you mean you removed it? There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. Okay, so you said you were looking for a shooter, but you did see the gun still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean... That detective still thinks it's a music box. But wasn't that a pretty small box? It didn't look big enough to have a gun inside. So that's what was in the box, huh? Especially antique guns, like they're pretty big, so... I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Okay, well that's all that. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Still time? Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. It's Cabanela. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where is that music box now? In Temsic Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. This whole time Cabanela is just standing there like, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about, baby? Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Aren't you also a fugitive, though, Lynn? Aren't they here to arrest you? Cecil, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. You're just gonna let her go? Weren't you looking for her? What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. You're awfully chipper about your friend going to die in prison. I don't know that I believe about this little friendship you guys had. Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? Oh, the order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please, don't bow down to me. And especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. I can only hope to reach Cabanella's level of charisma one day. This amount of flair and style, but I don't think I could reach that. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? So we've got to get him to escape, I guess. I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about the kidnapping, somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here? Maybe. Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there is any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it how? I doubt his wife is ever gonna answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right, but a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost? Yeah? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others, but you're the only one who can change this situation. Gee, detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter, but is there a way? If I could go to Camilla's apartment, then I could go through the wall to his wife and daughter, but no one's in the apartment to pick up the phone. Unless Missile, maybe Missile can pick up the phone. But then... So you can technically try and go anywhere, right? So can I just go there myself like this? If so, then I don't even need to go to Camilla's apartment. I can just go directly here. Just as I thought. Yeah, she's here. This little girl is safe in her bed. So I need to get the woman to call her husband. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. Was that the chapter? Oh, clear chapter 12. 3 pretty short chapters today. Well, I guess that's going to be it for today. The chapters we got last time were like pretty long, so it was a very long episode, so I was expecting another very long episode today, but these were actually 3 pretty short chapters, but they were very story heavy. We got a lot of new information, and like I'd say it was a pretty slow start to the games and its story, and like they introduced a lot of elements, but at this point I'm fully locked in. I really want to know where the story is going, even though some parts of it are like a little strange. I'm starting to see like the full picture, you know, I'm starting to see how some of these elements connect to each other, but we don't have like the full picture yet. But I'm intrigued, I want to see where it's going, and we will do so next time. So as always, thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun playing this, hope you had fun watching it, and I'll catch you in the next one for some more Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. À la prochaine.